Everybody, I hope you can hear me now. We'll wait for a reply. No, I didn't forget to hit anything. It just didn't work, Steve. Um, I don't know why quite, but I've reset the YouTube bit for four-sided vase 2. It's called now, and put the link in. So hopefully that's working.
Yeah, we're going now. We're good to go now.
Good. Is everybody
firing on both channels?
Good? And I assume they can hear me. I'm getting no feedback on that, but
I could hear you on YouTube.
oh, there you are. Yes. Thank you, Steve. Yes, we're here. Hello,
Yeah,
Steve. Very good to hear from you.
fine.
Apologies for all that. That's 10 minutes taken, which we didn't plan on spending. I don't know quite what happened, but for some reason YouTube didn't play ball, and I was getting no chat coming up on StreamYard, and nothing was talking to anything. So we started again with a four-sided vase 2, and we're going to go ahead with it. So anyway, hello Keith, welcome.
Evening,
Right.
Andy, and evening the rest of the clan. Thanks for bearing with us. We've managed it anyway.
Thank you, Stuart. You've confirmed that you can hear me, so that's really good. So hello. Right, let's get started then. As you've seen, shall I take you off, Keith, and
Dump me in the background, which is where I belong.
give a few more people a chance to find us, and then we can have a look and see who's in. But I don't dare go over to YouTube at the moment because I think I'm
watching. Yeah.
I'm in the wrong one. Okay. As you've all seen numerous times, and not on YouTube at the moment, we're making a four-sided vase, rather like that. That's yeah. If you go, sorry, just telling Alison, if you do a search, if you go onto the old one that was running, you'll see a link in there, and that will take you onto this one. So we're not very computer literate here. Yeah. Have you told anyone? Yes, of course we have.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry about that. It's all happening, isn't it? That's what we're going to be making. I did a bit of experimenting while I was making that. This was made out of a bit of rough old hemlock. It was a newel post for some stairs, and it's awfully soft. So the finish is not great on it, but it was interesting to try. I made one out of tulip wood, which is what we're going to use tonight. You can see the finish on that straight away is better. And this was a three-sided one, just to prove that I could really. And in fact, that's already sold. Somebody's bought that for a scissor, keep their scissors in. They do a lot of fabric work. So that one is the one that we're going to be making tonight. And let's go over to the lathe and we'll have a look at what we've got ready for it.
Four-sided with an eighth of a twist.
Four-sided with an eighth, thank you, an eighth of a twist. Yes, that's the difference between, if you remember, Keith did one. He did a four-sided one, which didn't have the twist. So I thought it'd be interesting just to put the twist in.
Do you want to pull your mic down a bit, mate?
Sorry, yeah.
A bit whispery.
Oh, right, it's in front of my mouth.
Yeah, I think that's probably why.
Is it? Oh, sorry. Right, okay. Is that better?
That's not quite so crisp now. Yep.
Good. Right. So on here, I've got the original drawings I did. I find it useful on something like this. Any offset work is to make a bit of a drawing of what you're planning to achieve. The top one is the three-sided one. The numbers, don't ignore the numbers for now. The bottom one was the four-sided one. And I've made a note for my own purposes. It's a 95 mil square blank at about 150 long. And the distance from the center to the first circle is 29 mil. The radius of that, sorry, from there to there. And then the distance from the points where you set out the arcs is the back end of that circle across to there. And that was 73. But that's only right for this particular piece of wood. What you do need to do is to make sure that these points around this circle are far enough in to be able to get your step center or whatever into there without it falling off the edge of the wood once you've turned it. So that it's a good exercise to do the drawing. So we'll put that away.
The instructions must have been good, mate, because Alison's found us.
Oh, good. Excellent. It's all a bit embarrassing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, just to show it on the actual piece, the blank that we're going to be using. You can see that I've drawn it. I put the lines in red because I can see those as I'm turning, because that you get down to that very quickly. On this end, it's obviously the corners that are coming off. On the other end, it's not. It's on the flat. But so you've got to make sure that you're getting as much out of it as you can. I can't go any closer to the edge on these ones because using the same size, I'm right up to the edge on the corners. So that's the one that decided the overall size. But we've got a good 15 mil there from the center of the hole that we're going to be mounting it on to the edge. So there's plenty of timber there to hold it. Excuse me. I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4. In case you can't see the numbers, I think you probably might be able to.
Yeah, we can see them.
If we follow one down to the other end, it moves around one. So that's, sorry, round one that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, other end. I just one step round, or half a step round, if you like. 45 degrees is the simplest way of saying it. It's 45 degrees round from where it was on the other end. And that will give us the curve that we're after. So starting with number 1, I'll put number 1 there. Can't see it now. Excuse me, I'm going to put a bright light on it, but I'll turn it off again in a minute.
You have to excuse the old guy, he's getting a bit blind in his age.
Yeah. Thank you, Alison. I've got a drink. Bless her. She can hear my voice is going already. Right, this is number 1 just here. I made bigger holes on the other one, and I should have done that on this one, I think. The trouble is I made them too big on the other one. Right, there we are. I'm using a ring drive on this so that it doesn't dig in and chew up all the timber if it does slip a bit. You know, I can turn that without it turning the chuck.
Yeah. If you do get a catch, it's not going to be thrown at you. It's just going to stop and squish.
That's right. And there is a very good chance of getting a catch on this. Nothing serious. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put the bigger tool rest on. That way I've got plenty of room to do whatever I want. Right, so let's just make sure that's missing. Does help. Yep, that's missing. Good. Turn the speed down. I'm going to be using the spindle roughing gouge initially. It does shake a bit.
Looks quite scary, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And I should be watching the horizon the whole time to see what I'm doing, because I can't see anything down here. Let's turn that off again. Oh. Can you see all right?
Yep.
Was it better?
You can.
Is it better on that one?
No, better on the overhead.
That's scary, isn't it? Oh no, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. I think we'll stick with that for the time being. I'm not hollowing yet, so.
No. Right. Well, while you're mullering the wood, I'll go through the list as far as I can.
Yes, hopefully
welcome everybody in.
Giving people a chance to find us.
Yeah, the first one in was Douglas, followed by Bob Nye. Funny enough, you found us. You were the third one in.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Yeah, Steve Ash, Robert Dolman, Stuart Ingrule. Right. Richard Phelan, Bailey's Woodworks, James Crawford, Doug Miller, Lula's in. Hi, Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Hello, Robin.
Stace is in, and she's shared it out for you. Thank you, Stace.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jay's cabin. Chatting to themselves. Peter Cochrane's found it, so good. And Alison's found it. Gaz
So it must
Glass,
be easy then.
Yeah, Gaz Glass Driftwood Turner. That's the name I don't recognise, but
No.
welcome.
Whereas the gas comes in, but
Hmm.
not driftwood Turner.
Adam's in. Yeah, it was a problem with the stream, Adam.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that looks as though it's cutting the right bits off, which is all reassuring.
David McClernam is in. Tommy's Workshop. Paul Heighton. Peter the Parkwood Turner. And that, I believe, is all that I've got. So if I missed anyone, because of the hiccups that we've had, I do apologise. But if you put your name back in, we'll give you a shout when we see
And I think everybody there deserves a team point.
Yeah, a brownie point for
finding us. Yes.
Well, it does happen occasionally that
it
doesn't go quite right, but
as I was saying earlier, you get down very quickly to where you want to be. I've got about 1/4 of an inch to go here, and only about 1/8 of an inch on this end. So it's surprising how quickly you get there. Let me just move my tool rest in a bit. Stay. Tweak the speed up a bit.
Would turn in by Barry's in. I don't think I've shouted him.
Hello, Barry.
I have. You've got a double whammy tonight, mate.
Eighth of an inch there, virtually nothing there, so a little bit more to come off this end.
So if you've got any questions for Andy, drop them in. Andy or I will try and answer them. I don't suppose he'll answer much when he's concentrating on this.
Well, I can try.
A bit scary, but he might try.
I don't like to take my eyes off it.
No.
If I take my eye off it, I lose my place. That's nearly there, and that's nearly there. Good, we're doing all right here.
You seem to be taking a lot off this first one, this first cut. The second cut, you don't take so much off.
That's right.
The last cut is very little off.
You suddenly find you're there.
Really funny, yeah.
I think that's going to do for the minute. I can always go back to it until such time as I take off the bit that I need. Right, number 2.
You're going to do it round in order, or are you going to do the opposite ones?
I'm going to do it in order, I think, because then I'm only looking at one interface.
Right.
It's the way I did it before because it suited me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. This is.
Benjamin's in.
Hello, Ben. So we're all in trouble.
Yeah, he's reorganised his shed, so he doesn't know where he is tonight.
Yeah. Nor did we earlier, so that's all right.
Mm.
Oh, no, not that much. That much, I think. You're getting a reasonable picture of what's going on, are you?
Yes, we can see really actually quite well.
Good. Excellent.
As long as you can.
Yeah, I can see, yeah.
Rob CP's joined us now.
Hello, Rob. Right, see how we're doing. Which one are we doing? That one. Quite a bit to go yet. Yep. But you really do have to feel for where the timber is. You can't see it. So you put your bevel on bring it round until it starts to cut, or bring it up until it starts to cut. It's quite exciting. Half inch, yeah, about half inch all around, that's fine. A little bit more speed, yep. Because you're turning very slowly for obvious reasons.
I'm not sure whether I've shouted you out before, but welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, the chat I'm watching is jumping about 8 messages at a time, so...
Oh, that doesn't help, does it?
No.
Right, so I'll keep checking, because I've got to find out when I'm getting there. That one's getting close, and that one's getting close. Good. You start to see odd bits like that haven't gone yet. Gives you the clue that you're getting fairly close. Oh, no. Tool post in. It's nice having that 1.25 inch roughing gouge.
Yeah, that big one does make all the difference.
I've not had it long, and it's just got enough weight to cope with this turning air quite nicely.
No, Steve, I'm on StreamYard watching it through there, and I can actually see it real time then, rather than getting the 30-second delay, which I was getting on YouTube. So I'll watch it on this, and I'll suffer the chat jumping as it does.
Yeah, StreamYard's worse.
Is saying Eric Winkler is still on the other stream. I've lost that one now, so I wouldn't know where it is. If anyone can...
If anybody knows how to rescue him.
yeah, throw him a lifeline.
Yeah, 1/8 of an inch on each. That's good. We're going down about evenly.
Eric's found us now, so he's okay.
Oh, good. Well done. Well done, Eric.
Mass apologies all round from Andy through not really knowing what he was doing and how he managed to do it so well. But we've got
no idea why the two weren't talking to each other. That's what it was, wasn't it? YouTube and StreamYard weren't talking. And I'm not talking to either of them now. Right, that's that one. Oh, there's a bit. Oh no, that's right, that's coming off when we do the next one. All right, 1, 2, number 3. Number 3 is just there, can't see a thing. Got it. It's a bit of a strange one because your spikes are going in on the angle all the time, but so it means it's quite difficult to actually see them. But we're there. We're winning. Turn that one off again. Nobody's spotted the change to my lathe yet, have they? No. It's pretty obvious. Somebody will ask. My new gadget.
Rex B's just put what's the thing on the left with the rounded metal knob on it.
I will show you.
That's the handbrake.
Parking brake, yeah.
Yeah.
I will show you now because I'm rather proud of it. I've got the chuck with the indexing on the back, which has got 24 on the outside and 36 lower down. I'm not bothered about 36 because I've got that on the end of the lathe anyway, but I haven't got a 24 indexing. So a friend of mine, who's an engineer who lives just over the road from me, made me this gadget here, which locks in to that. And there we are. That's one. Move it around to the next one. It's as good as that. It's as simple as that. So I've then got indexing for 24 points. I will find something to make on that using that in the very near future, because I can't let that go to waste. No, I've got it. So that's what it is, an indexing system. I know Wayne's got one that he bolts to the bed of the lathe, doesn't he? A homemade jobby.
Nail or something.
Yeah, a bit of a nail and a couple of bits of wood, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
But it works. But no, this is quite posh. This one, it's nice.
Yeah, this is upmarket.
Yeah.
Well, upmarket.
Well, this is Pulborough.
Alex of Wooden Things is in now. All looks interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good word.
Interesting and possibly scary.
Yep, it's sorry for those who haven't seen it. We're turning something to give us that shape. It's a 4-sided offset bowl basically, or vase. It's going to be a pencil pot. So that's what we're turning. You can also do a 3-sided one, which is like that.
Do as many sides as you like.
Or as many as you like. I was actually going to do a 6, but I haven't done that yet. I might one day. 6
is almost round.
4 I can say you won't.
Maximum.
You won't. You don't see it a lot on 4, do you?
No.
But you see it enough. But yeah, 6. I think you probably wouldn't see it. But I was going to try it just simply to say I had.
If it was about 2 foot diameter, it would probably show up.
Yes.
That could be a bit scary.
Just a bit. I think I'd find my whole workshop down the other end of the garden. See how much more? Yeah, we're doing all right. That's going nicely. That's good. This actually really makes the point about it being important to hold the gouge against your body.
Yeah, and move with it.
And move with it. And it really is important when you're cutting this much air, because you can't hold it. If you just try and push it in there, it'll bounce all over the place and you'll never get a straight cut. This is cutting quite nice. It's not bad timber, this. It's the first time I've used tulip wood, I think, from memory.
No, you did a bowl, didn't you?
I was going to say I did, didn't I? Because I've cut a piece off this length. But yeah,
you did something with it.
I did something, but I don't remember it much. But this is really quite pleasant to turn.
You need a nice straight grained piece of wood for this, just to give you a chance. And you don't need any
this is no
or anything in it.
This is a very bland piece of wood, which is perfect for this because I want to colour it anyway.
No, Steve. You're moving both ends on the 4 numbers, but you're moving the tailstock end an 1/8 further round.
Yeah, 45 degrees different, basically.
Yeah, which gives you the twist in it. I dare say when Andy's getting towards finished, he can show it again as to for the latecomers.
Okay, yeah, I'll get this one cut and then show you before I cut the last one.
Right, Barry Chitty's just got here apologising that he's late.
Well, you've managed to find us anyway. That's the main thing.
Found us, yeah.
Good. Hello, Barry. Welcome. Oh, excuse me. But despite the air I'm cutting, there's absolutely no feeling that there's anything dangerous about this. The wood is solid on the lathe is solid on the floor, and as long as you don't turn the speed up too far, it's not a problem. Let's see how that's looking. That must be getting somewhere close. It's very close. In fact, it's gone slightly over that end. I need a little bit more off this end. Should be able to go a little bit faster. It's quite nice when you actually get back to the to mounting it in the middle again. Suddenly you can have the lathe whipping away.
So Steve missed the changing of the centres because he went to get himself a coffee.
Rightio, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it again.
You will see it in a few seconds anyway.
Yeah, that one's there. Pretty much. I'd probably go back and tidy him up, but let's take it off, show people what's happening. So as you can see, I think you can see, yes, I've done 1, 2, and 3. On the other end, I've done 1, 2, and 3. So these, if you look at these are pointing towards the flat side of the original piece blank. The ones on the other end are pointing towards the corners of the original blank. That doesn't mean anything once you've turned it, but it does at the moment because there's still that one to go. So we're just going to mount it from there to there for the last side, and we'll then mount it on the lathe in a conventional manner and put a chucking point on it.
So
but I couldn't do
up with the question. If that came off the lathe, you'd think the face shield wouldn't be much help if it came in your direction. To be honest, Eric, you've either got to have a really bad chucking point on the end, drive point, because the headstock is just a taper drive. It's a friction drive. So if you did stab the metal into it, it would just lock itself and squeal, and it probably wouldn't throw itself off. So
with these,
it's one of the safest ways of turning anything like this.
With these ring drives, it doesn't even squeal, does it? It's really very, very gentle. In fact, I'll do it for you in a minute because I can. Right, so we've just got that last one to do. Set the. In fact, if I hold the chuck, I can turn it. Nothing's turning there at all. Because it's a ring drive, there's just enough friction to be able to spin it. But if you have a snatch, a catch, or whatever, it's not a problem. It's a nice drive.
Yeah, Douglas has asked, should the sanding be done on each turn? I found that it was easier to probably go back over the whole lot and tart them up because you've got to make the corners meet. So,
and I know Wayne. No, that's right. Wayne would not like what I'm going to say, but in fact, on that other one, I did the whole lot by hand without the lathe on. I found it was easier because you've got so much air coming round that you've got. It's actually quite difficult to get it to engage.
I handed mine when I turned the straight four-sided one by hand.
Yeah.
Put the paper on a block, and you've only got to go down 2, maybe 3 grits. 81, 20, 240, and you're there.
That's right. But it's not a hard timber. This stuff, it sands quite easily. Yeah, if I jam the tool in now, look, it just stops. It's as simple as that. It's really very, very safe. Except I've taken a little chunk out of it, but fortunately I've got plenty there.
Jason Levron's come in.
Hello, Jason.
Be wary to turn it that way. No, it's simple.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's good fun. You've got to live dangerously a little bit. That's it, another 1/4 inch to go. As I say, you get there very quickly quicker than you realise. Bit more speed. Yeah, a little bit. Good.
Question for Rob CP. Is this going to be your next challenge, Rob? A four-sided vase?
Yeah, I dare you.
I think it ought to be.
I think it should be, yeah.
Yeah, if you can do 3 foot
If you can do a
trebuchet or whatever.
trombleur, yeah.
Trombleur,
If you can
yeah,
do that, then you can do anything, Rob.
yeah.
Have confidence, that's all you need.
Martin at Woody's has just dropped in.
Hello, Martin. Found us then.
Yeah. What size timber was it?
4-inch square.
Yeah, so it was 4-inch square and about
6 inches long.
Yeah.
Yep. That should be somewhere near now.
Yeah. Ben, the bolt holes that Andy's used are 2 small holes that were already on the lathe, and they were tapped to about 4 mil. These
4,
have been
that's
over
right.
tapped at 5 mil, and
Or just drilled out. Just drilled out because he tapped the block.
Ah, right. Yes,
So it's just holes through and screwed from inside.
Yeah, it was made by an engineer, not a wood turner.
Yeah, I had no hand in it. I just designed it. Well, no, I didn't even design it. I just told him what I wanted. He's good though. Everything he does is always perfect. Trouble is, he wants me to do something for him now, so it's got to be equally good. That's there. That's there. Right. Okay.
All 4 corners are good then.
Yeah. Well, all 4.
A flat spot on one.
Actually, I've got a little bit more to come off there, but they're looking actually. Oh, there's a bit there. Yep. So I'm going to take a little bit more off that one, which is number 2 on this end, and a little bit more off that one, which is the one we're on now. So I'll do that now. Take a little bit off that end.
Jason, do you turn natural edge bowls? Because this really is no more different to that.
It's no worse than that.
No worse than that, no.
No, I don't think so.
If you've got a bowl on the lathe, you haven't got a friction drive to it. It's going to keep going. And if you do get a major catch, it's going to throw off. Whereas, like Andy showed us just now, if he stabs the chisel in, he can just lock it up without it throwing off.
Yeah, it just stops. It's really as simple as that, yeah. Number 2, there it is. So I'm going to take a little bit more off this one. It's a little bit hit and miss, a bit of trial and error. But if I don't know if you could see that on this camera, but there's a bit there of the old original flat still left. So I think we'll take a bit off there, and I might have to take a bit off there as well, but we'll see how we go. Let's try it and see. But if that's the worst of our problems, I'm very pleased.
Oh, apparently Rob's done this on a live. Steve talked him through it.
Oh, really? I missed that one then.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
That's better. Nearly. I'll take a bit off this one, which is number 3.
Ah, that's why we haven't seen it, because Rob's deleted his early lives.
All right. That's very unsporting of you.
Well, I think the English wasn't quite English at times.
Oh, that's true. There was that little problem, wasn't there?
I'm
I
guessing
remember.
that's what it is. Yeah.
It's quite entertaining, though.
Wasn't child friendly, was it?
Well, that should be about there, I think. That's better.
Yeah, four
They're all
nice corners on there.
yeah, they're all salvageable. So we're gonna mount it on. I don't. You can probably see that all right on there, can't you? Yeah, you can see those corners, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice and
yeah,
neat, nice and crisp.
yeah. They've come up nice and good. I've got a few bits of red line missing still there, but I'm not bothered. Turn them off. So let's mount it.
Turn
No,
them off and clean the top up.
I'm going to put a mounting point on the bottom anyway, a chucking point. So that'll get rid of that lot. And I'm going to drill a big hole down the top.
Yeah, so once this has now been re-chucked, you've got no chance of changing any of the
No.
design that you've got on it.
All you can do is sand that now.
Yep.
By hand. It's going to need a fair bit of sanding, but it is quite soft, so I'm not bothered. It's got a few tool marks. To be honest, with that much air being cut, I'm not a bit surprised. That's absolutely fine. That's perfectly acceptable. Oh, excuse me. Right, we want the standard. Put that over there.
Well, it looks like you've got 38 staring at you at the moment, mate.
Really, that's very good. That's already set to that. Yep, it is. So that's what I need. And it's going to be quite exciting now because we can actually turn the speed up a bit. Ah, look at that. Normal speed. Normal service has been resumed. Now, the only thing I did find is I lost a few bits, which I didn't want to lose. So I will. Oh, it's better. That should do it. Just giving it a little bit of surgery, just to cut through the worst of the corners here. You tend to lose those bits otherwise. I found the hard way. That's about the size of circle I've got on the end of there, quite by chance. Lovely job. Right, that's nearly square. Just square it up a little bit. And I know there are those who say you shouldn't do this. I like to do it. I feel safer with it. For the C jaws, just put a little groove around there, and it locks it into the chuck really nicely. So, are you sure I'm still there? So it's all gone very quiet.
Yeah, just watching at the moment. They're chatting amongst themselves.
Right, fine, good. That's as it should be.
No point in me getting involved in what they're chatting about.
No. Right, so where's it gone? There it is. Oh, did I just knock the camera?
No, we're still stable.
Right, that's that all done. Okay. That's in there. So the next thing is to drill to hole. I'm just beginning to wonder where I put the drill bit. And there it is.
It's over there. Yeah, it's over there.
It's on the other rack. I put it away. That's the problem. How are you supposed to cope with that?
Well, not when you're working.
A slightly extended forcing a bit.
Right, before you start that, do you want to change cameras, mate?
Yes, I will do. I've just got to blow me nose. Right, let's see. What have we got? That one? Yeah, that one do it, won't it? It's a bit bright.
A bit bleached out, but
That's better. That's better.
Yeah, as long as you can see, we'll make do.
As you can see, it's quite a long extension on the drill bit, but I need a bit because it's got to come down to somewhere near where that tape is. I think I shall measure that in a minute. Let's get it in nice and close. You can see what's going on then. About there.
Yep.
And there's my ruler. There it is. Down to about there, I would say 110, 115, something like that. Yeah, it's about halfway through the tape. That's fine. That's good enough.
They're all talking about food.
Oh dear.
They're all talking about food.
Gets very hot doing this. Actually, I'm going to suck some of it away from me and get rid of some of the shavings at the same time.
Nice to see you've got the computer keyboard covered up.
Yes. Oh, I did have.
Rubbish.
Oh, it was all the panic, wasn't it?
I don't know. This is the first time we've seen the camera.
Yeah.
keyboard.
I did. Of course it is. I did have it covered, and then we had all the panic trying to get through, and I forgot. Just taking those shavings away nicely.
Eating them, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like it's holding centre quite well.
It's not bad. It's a very slight wobble, but very, very slight. It was bigger on the other one, the last one I did.
If you start with a too smaller drill bit, Adam, you sometimes get wander as
that's the problem.
Engage.
I like to get the biggest one I can in there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got the right size or the biggest one that you've got, you're far better off doing it that way.
I have got a slightly bigger one, but I didn't want to push my luck.
Right, no, that's the way these are designed to work.
And the other thing is not to go too slowly, because if you go too slowly, it will just burn. There's actually very little
too much heat.
Yeah. Very little smoke coming out of that at the moment. Although I should reserve judgment until I look in where the dust extractor is. But come on, out you come. That's better. Actually, that's very nearly there. And that'll do it. Take that away. Leave it up there to cool down.
Yeah, don't grab that end.
No,
Douglas
that
is
will.
asking what speed were you drilling that at?
It was at 700, or a bit faster than I planned actually, but 776 days. So that was a little bit faster than I normally would do.
And Adam's saying, is that a sawtooth bit?
No, it's a straightforward.
Down.
See that? There we are. If I can get it round the right way up. Not enough room here.
Around, we can see it.
Yeah, I'll try going over there. That's better. There, it's just a straightforward forcing a bit.
So I think that is the forcing a bit, isn't it? That style.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The ones with teeth are the sawtooth ones.
Yeah, I haven't got any sawtooth ones, so I honestly don't know the advantages of them.
Well, apparently one is more for end grain and the other is more for cross grain.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Fair enough.
I can't argue and I can't say anything about it because I think nearly all mine are sawtooth.
Yeah. And you tend to use twist bits quite a lot too, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to turn that noise off. I can't stand it any longer. That's better. Right. Put the little one back on. And we'll get it hollowed. Could sand it? No, we'll hollow. It's more exciting.
Gav Saday is saying evening all. Is he just...
Good evening, Gav. Yeah.
Earlier.
No, it's a different Gav.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, the one you said, the name you said was one I hadn't heard of before.
Oh, anyway, you're welcome, Gav. Even though you're a little bit late, don't worry about it.
No, we don't mind.
No, that was Gaz Glass, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still got the holes there but they'll go when I hollow it out, I expect. Right. Come on, Simon Hope, where are you? Get a nice long handle. But the only downside to having used the forcing a bit is that there is now a hole at the bottom, which I have to get rid of.
Not a massively deep hole, though, is it?
Oh no, it's not. It's just finding it when you're poking this thing down there. It's there. There it is.
Come in to join us. Welcome, Colin.
Hello, Colin. How's that looking?
Bit like a hole with some stuff in it.
It is. Yeah, the pip's nearly gone. The hole, the dent at the bottom. Oh, that didn't get it out at all. Yeah, that's nearly gone now, so that's good.
RPM Woodworks is in now. Welcome.
Well, the bottom's looking quite good. I've lost the cut line around the outside more or less. There's a little bit to go there, but it's getting better.
Roll Valley's in. Welcome.
Hello, Mole Valley. Another fairly local man.
Is that Rob? I can never remember.
No, I can't remember. We'll have to ask him. Dave.
Dave? Oh, I can't remember.
No?
Looks like it might be Dave.
Might be. I don't know. Can't remember.
Yeah. Colin is asking, what is the maximum that depth will go to? That tool. What is the maximum depth that tool will go to?
I think I agree with you. I think you said you wouldn't want to go more than about 8 to 10 inches.
8 to 10 inches standard.
Something like that.
If you put a long handle on it.
Yes, yeah. I'd be happy to go further. Yeah. I mean, it's a really solid bar. It's not going to bend. It's not going to do anything nasty.
About a 3/4 inch bar.
Something like that. Yes.
Bar, 19 mil bar.
Yeah, 18, 19, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite substantial.
It is. So I would be quite happy to. I don't feel as though anything is flexing doing this, and I'm 7, 8 inches there from the tool rest. Right, I'll just check the speed up a little bit because I can. Right, that's got rid of the middle pip.
Oh, a little bit, Dave. Sorry, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. I will try and remember that.
Can't guarantee it'll work, but we'll try. You look to be very nearly dragging the side of the tool up the inside.
It should be 45 degrees. That's what I was working on. So I'm going to move the light out of the way a bit. The camera, I mean.
No, yeah, but you looked. It looks like you're nearly too square to the bed bars.
I was around there. I was hitting the light, which with the camera, I mean the camera stand, which wasn't helping. But no, I mean, yes, I do try, and you have to keep it well over because of this lump on the tool itself.
Yeah, it looked like that was rubbing. That was all.
You can't go straight. Yeah, no, it was cutting. I could hear that, but yeah, only just.
Hear it squealing.
Yeah, now I've moved the camera. It's a bit easier.
Martin, I think we're gonna leave the 4-sided hollowing to the experts. We'll just put a round hole down the middle.
Oh
So
yeah,
if
no,
you
I'm not
want-
doing that.
Yeah, if
No.
you want to come on and do four-sided hollowing, we'll leave that to you.
Good luck to you. Yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah.
I can't think that you could actually do it because you need the two offset centres,
Yeah.
top and bottom, so you wouldn't get a tool in there.
No, it would be. You might do it with an offset chuck, possibly. I wouldn't like to try it, if I'm
You
honest.
wouldn't get the twist on it though.
No, you wouldn't. No.
On a
Absolutely.
straight-sided one, you could possibly do it.
Yeah.
But on
Yeah.
with one with a twist in it, no.
Right. So we've still got a fair thickness here. I've made better use of the timber on this one than I did on the last one. I could have actually used a bigger forstner bit. I'd have come through the side on the other one if I was this deep.
Martin's come back and he says he doesn't think it can be done. I don't think it could be.
No, I can't quite get my head around it. I don't think it could be, no.
The only way that you could possibly do that would be to put it on a CNC machine and drop a mill down the end of it. Do it that way.
So you've got to be moving the cutter around rather than the timber.
Yeah, the whole lot's got to split. Make the turn.
Yeah.
To get it to cut.
I don't think you do it on normal lathe. Let's see how we're doing. I don't think I'm as thin as I want to be yet. That is. I did this after I'd sanded on the other one. Left great grooves down it from this thing.
Right, a bit sharp.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
That's 15 mil at the bottom. Oh, it's about 15, 16 all the way down. So plenty left yet.
Yeah, it certainly made us think about it, Martin, but yeah.
Yes, that's coming on quite nicely actually. It's a good shape.
You've actually been running for the second attempt on the hour.
Oh right, yeah.
Past now.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame about the full start, wasn't it? But
I don't believe there's anything else on tonight, is there?
Not that I know of, no.
I haven't heard of anything. Oh, Steve's come up with an answer to that for us, Andy.
Yeah?
You start with a hole and you glue the wood around it.
Yeah, that'd do it. Having bent the wood first, yeah. I think for the little you gain, I can't see the point, so. I think that might not be too far away from where I want to be.
You've got to allow for the sanding of the outside, obviously.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that's about 10 mil. I think that'll do. It's a pencil pot, so they're going to have plenty of pencils in it. So, good. I did make up a little thing for sanding inside there, which is that. Very simple. Bit of dowel, bit of Velcro, Get my glass paper down. Wrap a piece of 60 around there. Overhanging the end slightly because that then bends over and sands the bottom a bit. It's not great, but it does the job. It does enough. Get out of it.
Might work better with the dust extractor on, but you never know.
It might do. It might do. Yeah. I might work better with the dust extractor on. Good job you're there, Keith.
That's what we're employed for, isn't it? To keep an eye on you.
Health and safety.
Yeah. So while he's just grinding away at the inside of this to get it a bit smoother, next Tuesday lunchtime, Andy and I are not going head to head, but we're both going to be turning an egg cup each. It won't be quite simultaneous, but it'll all be on my channel, Circular Wood by Keith, and it will be exactly the same as what we did the ones the other week, the other month, shall we say. I'll go down as far and get it round and start to hollow it, and then I'll switch over, and then Andy will do exactly the same, and we're worm for each other.
That's the timber.
Wood. That's a piece of beech. That was a handrail at Novartis, which was one of the big chemical dealers, retailers, whatever you want to call them, up in Horsham here. It was taken out because they didn't want a wood handrail, they wanted a plastic handrail. So,
class operation.
Yeah, it got taken out and it was offered to me, so I've got quite a bit of it. So we've got 2 or 3 bits each. So it's all going to be the same wood, and they all start off the same guys, the same size. So it should be interesting. I haven't discussed my design, and Andy hasn't discussed his design. But it's an egg cup, so obviously, what more can you do except to say it's got to fit an egg?
I'm trying to think of something different.
Yeah, Peter Cochrane's off to bed because he's got an alarm set for 4:30 tomorrow.
Oh, Lord, good night, Peter.
You can catch it later, and I'll speak to you somewhere. Yeah, that's the 24th, next Tuesday lunchtime at 1 o'clock. So it should be something different.
I'm not going to waste any more time doing the inside now. I've got the worst of it off. I'm going to get the outside quickly rubbed down so I can do the colouring, because that's the exciting bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can finish this off afterwards. It's really not a problem. But time is rushing away from us.
It's deceptive how long it takes to actually cut the 4 sides. Because you're theoretically you're turning 4 separate vases.
Yeah, and you stop-start all the time.
Yep.
Right, so let's get this quickly rubbed down as near as I can get it. Because again, all this can be done afterwards, as long as I don't take the tenon off. I can get to all of this without any problem. But I will try and get this at least some sort of finish. And when you're sanding these, you're looking very closely at these angles, trying to keep them as straight as you can.
Yeah, yeah. And Steve Ellis has said you never see a double egg cup turned.
No, it's correct.
I wonder why.
There could be a good reason for that.
Yeah. I dare say that someone out there could turn a double egg cup as a 3-part job. Turn the 2 cups and turn a base for it. That's
I'm not
certainly
sure.
not me.
Not sure that person wants to be me. No.
And Mole Valley has put on here, has anyone turned much hornbeam? The first bit I've turned has a pale heartwood and a darker sapwood. Is that normal?
Yeah, I haven't turned with it, but I did make. It sounds a bit silly, but I made a lock for a toilet door. It was a composting toilet in the woods. So we used a flaming great branch so that even the worst disabled child could get hold of and let themselves into the toilets and look it after them. And it was quite easy to work with, but I haven't turned it.
But I don't know whether the sap is darker than the heartwood.
Do you know, I can't remember. It's got darker bits in it. Certainly. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But of course we had bark on it and all sorts, so that was dark.
See, hornbeam in fat twig form is used on a lot of walking sticks.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
For the shafts. So it's quite a strong wood, and a lot of hammer handles and axe handles were made in hornbeam because it's got flexibility to it without it breaking.
I used my little mouse sander for doing that other one. It was so noisy, I turned it off. I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. Alison was complaining. The neighbours were complaining.
Should have fed it.
So I haven't bothered getting that out tonight. Because it would stop all conversations within a 10-mile radius.
I've turned small sections of hornbeam, but it is only 3/4 inch square. Used it for pens.
Pens, yeah.
And I can't say that there was a lot of colour or figure to it. It was quite a bland wood.
You just used my indexing.
Ah. Got the handbrake on.
It was all worth it. That's better. Let's get rid of that. That's quite handy for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. Get this one done, and then the rest is relatively easy. This is getting rid of all the untidy tool marks. Not too worried about that end, because that's going to come off anyway. That'll do.
It looks like Copper Owl's joined us as well.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I just wandered off for a few seconds.
That's Rob. Is that Rob? No. No, what's his name?
Dave, the looks of it.
Dave, yeah. I've got it written down on a bit of paper somewhere, but I can't find a bit of paper. I think it is Dave, yeah.
Or is it Rob? I don't know, they're battling me now. Someone said hi Dave and someone else has put Rob. So
oh dear. That doesn't help.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's the wrong end of the week for this. The
What, at the beginning of the week's the wrong end, yeah. Yeah. Right, that's somewhere there. I'll just do another couple of grades just fairly quickly.
Oh, there's no panic. You've only been going an hour and 10.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. I knew it was going to take a bit of time.
Copper is Rob, apparently.
Oh, Rob. Okay.
So apologise that you got called every other name, but at least
Take
it
your
was
pick.
polite.
Take your pick. Yeah. You can be called whatever you like. I can't Yorkshire grit this because I'm going to be colouring it. So
Good. So what are you going to sand it down to? About 400?
yeah, probably. I'm on 180 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up not badly. Missed that corner. It's better. Missed that corner as well. That one's all right. Right, 180, 240.
You can be called whatever you like, Ben. Not a problem.
And probably have been.
It doesn't need to be Sir Ben. Martin at Woody's has got to go. Late in,
Right.
early leaving.
All right.
Not a problem. We do appreciate you guys stopping by and giving us a little bit of banter.
And I'll get a picture of this once it's finished onto Instagram or Facebook or both.
Without you guys in the chat, this would be pretty meaningless. But
maybe a bit pointless, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Well, both Andy and I spend time in the workshop, but it's nicer to spend it in company.
Yes, oh yes,
enhancing a little bit of knowledge of what we do,
and just having a chat and a bit of a laugh. Helps the day go by, doesn't it?
Gives us something
one
to
more.
talk about.
Yeah, one more. That'll do me. It's not perfect. And if I don't like it, I'll redo it. But I want to get the colour on because I do like using the airbrushes.
So it's going to be stain then, is it?
It's going to be stain, yeah. Yes, chestnut stain, spirit stains. I like them very much. They give a lovely colour, depth of colour, and a nice finish. So that's what it's going to be. That's what that green, red, and purple one was.
Yeah.
Right.
Douglas is on a mission for the thumbs up again. Thank you, Douglas.
Thank you, Douglas. Yep. We all need reminding. Right, let's worsen that off. Turn this dust extractor off. Oh, that's better. It's nice when it stops.
Fortunately, we don't hear a lot of that.
No, it's these mics work remarkably well, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, there we
are. There's no ratio for a cove. If the width is 15 mil, then how deep should it be? Oh, you're talking about a cove for your cove and bead practice that you're doing.
It depends whether you want a true semicircle or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, generally a cove as such is half the depth is half the width. So if you've got a 15 mil wide one, you'll be looking at anywhere between 6 and 7 deep to give you a true cove. If you go deeper, it wouldn't be a true cove, but it would still be a cove.
That's right. Yes. It depends how purist you want to be, I suppose.
Yeah. So Steve's come back and said 6 foot Rob. And Moles Valley's come back to, was it 6 decimal points? You asked for it, Rob. You
Yeah.
should know what these buggers on here are like.
Right, I'm not going to give anybody any choice of colours because it's too difficult. I think I should just grab a thing and do it.
I thought you'd got the colours already set up for you.
I've got 5 colours here, but I'm not going to be using 5.
You're not doing the same one as you did last time in colour wise.
What, the green, purple, and red?
Yeah.
I could do.
No,
I'm starting off with
that's
green.
what you were going to do, but there you go.
I've got green, yellow, purple, orange, and red set up.
Don't know.
Just give that 2 minutes to see if anybody comes up with a preference.
The darkest colour at the bottom with the lightest colour at the top,
That's right.
I would say.
That's right. That's it. But there's nothing coming up, so
No.
I'm going to go green.
Now.
I'm going green at the bottom. That's it. Decision made. And we'll turn that very slowly. About there. And give a nice coat of paint to the chuck because it's black at the moment. That's a bit boring. Good coverage at the bottom. Tapering off to very little coverage. Just pull it back a bit. That's that one. That's
Orange
quite nice. Orange and yellow. Okay. Decision made. There's orange.
Red fade up to yellow. So we've all come up with green on already.
Do orange fade up to yellow.
Go slightly brown where you've got the green.
Yeah, it will do. It's probably enough. It is enough, isn't it? It's quite a nice orange, actually. It does cover quite well. And what was at the top? Yellow.
Yellow, I would have said. You want the you generally want the lightest one at the top, don't you?
Yeah, yellow it is. Oh yes, absolutely. Give it a good coating. That's nice.
You're outnumbered tonight. You can't have sky blue pink with yellow polka dots.
No, I haven't got time tonight.
No, it's not enough time. Natural. I would leave it natural.
That can stay natural, yeah. Yeah, I just look at it. I think I've got to turn a little bit off that anyway because there's slight marks where the holes were, where the centres were. But that's not bad. I can leave that like that. That's fine. And when that dries, we'll give it a coat of sanding sealant, bit of lacquer.
Gerard just popped in, or has he been here? No,
I haven't seen Gerard. No,
he's just popped in. Yeah.
Hello, Gerard.
Very late. Just finished work. That's fine. You've been slaving over a hot stove. Hopefully, it was hot, not cold.
Yeah. Just let that dry a bit. It's nearly there.
Shouldn't take long on
nope.
On that.
Bit of sanding sealant. Acrylic, yep. Because they're spirit stains. Acrylic is the thing to put on it. You shouldn't make it run too much. It does if you put too much on. So the answer to that is not to put too much on, isn't it?
Don't put too much on, yeah. Several light coats.
Slop a bit inside. And then acrylic gloss lacquer, that'll do, because that's come to hand. I think inside there's going to take a bit of time to dry. I went a bit mad.
You flooded it, haven't you? Yeah.
Just a bit. There was a bit I missed. That's it. Oh, that's been done now. Using up the reservoir of it that was on the edge. That's it, lovely. Fingers were made before forks. Oh,
Steve C's just dropped in.
Steve C. Hello, Steve.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Steve. Not looking too bad, is it?
No.
That green's a lovely green. I like using that. Right then. How's it doing? Oh no, it's not dry inside yet. But the outside is. So that's
is it rough enough. Or does it want rubbing down?
It's a little bit rough, actually. What I'll do, I'll just do it with the web rats. Yeah.
Surprised now quickly that takes off the little spots.
It does. It makes it feel much better. And I should be buffing it as well with the wax, which takes off any little bits as well. So, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I've got to finish the bottom off and the top. You know, I've got bits to do, but I'm not going to spend too long on it tonight to do any more because it's taken quite a bit of time already.
Hour and 20 sure. You are.
It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. That's it, bright and shiny. I was going to spoonerise that, but I thought I'd better not. But briny was one half of it.
Right, don't grab it too quick, because you know what will happen.
Yeah, I know. I just want to get on there. Yeah.
Leave fingerprints on it.
Yep. Oh, that's all right. That's nearly there. Just about dry. Very, very nearly. I was going to say I'd use my hairdryer, but it's not plugged in. I haven't got enough sockets in here. I've got to put some more in sometime.
Don't cook it.
No. These spirit stains are not bad for that. It's not like a paint or anything.
No, but you still don't want to cook the cellulose on the top.
No. But they don't bubble up, fortunately. Right, let's see how that's doing. That's beautiful. It's not as smooth as I like to get it, but I can work on that. That's not a big problem. But that basically. Where's pencil? I've got to put this back on here, so that's number one there. Right. Oh, time to have a sit down. No, I wouldn't dream of leaving it in there, Keith.
No, I didn't think you would. I didn't see it in there.
No. There it is. Oh, the colours are awful on this camera. It's a shame. They're not great, but you can see the corners are reasonably crisp.
Hold it the other side of you, then the light's not in the corner. That's better.
Right. Yeah, I'll be the light shade.
Yeah.
But you can see the corners that come out quite nice and crisp. The colours are actually much more vibrant than they look there. I'm not sure whether I can do anything about that. They're a bit better on that one, aren't they?
Bright. Yeah.
The yellow is a bit brighter than it looks there, but the rest of it looks good. All right. Yeah. So that I'm quite pleased with that. That's what I was after producing.
Well, you've got some nice comments in then. Nice one, Andy. Awesome work, Andy. Awesome, good. Andy. Well done. Nice, Andy.
I know I'm nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Nice. Yes, nice work. Yeah.
Nice, Andy. Yeah, no, well done. Really nice job, Andy. Nice job, Andy.
Gerard's made a pen. Good. No, thank you very much, everybody. That's very kind of you. Reminds you of a sliced watermelon. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Makes me feel thirsty just thinking of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty handy.
Gold star from Adam.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
It's better than going to stand in the corner.
Yes, absolutely. And Adam gives himself very high standards, actually. So that's high praise. Thank you.
Mm. So I think you should be pleased with those.
Yes, small belly maker, very nice. I do feel like a rocket ice lolly now, though. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Uh,
Let's line them all up. Yeah, that's today's one. Slightly taller. Oh no, it's still got the base on, hasn't it? But yeah.
it's surprising what a little bit of a twist or just offsetting
Yes.
with a standard turning makes the difference in it.
Oh, there we are. You can see it better there.
Mm. So
that's better. Yeah.
You got some very nice comments in there. Thank you for sharing with us. Bye, guys. Well done. Doug Miller's off.
Bye, Doug.
And thanks, Jason. Well, it needs to. It makes life a lot easier.
Oh, it certainly does. I haven't got to worry about this side of things. You know,
No.
I can just get on with the turning and listen to questions and things. But he sees the Cameroon flag. If I knew what the Cameroon flag looked like, I'd probably agree with you.
Apparently, it looks like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Green, red, and yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
nice,
guys.
Good evening's entertainment. So thank you very much, everybody. That's
before Andy hits the off button, I will just promote us again for next Tuesday lunchtime. Both Andy and I will be taking the screen in turns on my channel, and we will be each doing our own idea of an egg cup.
They could be identical. They could be very different.
I have no idea what Andy's doing, and I haven't told him what I'm doing.
No.
Because to be honest, I haven't really got much of a clue yet.
No, I haven't worked it out yet either. So that's a good reason.
The only thing is, it does need to take an egg, so there will be a little bit of hollow in.
Oh, does it? Right. Okay.
Yeah, you can't cook a hard-boiled one and cut it in half and stick it on the top. I'm afraid.
I was gonna break it on a platter, you know.
So there's something different to look forward to next Tuesday, guys. I mean, this will be the second one that Andy and I have done. We did the
wands, wasn't it?
The other month, and that worked out quite well. And there were several people saying, "Do it again, do it again." So we are.
So we're doing it again. Good night, Richard. No, thank you very much. This is lovely. I'm going to call it a night because I've got a busy day tomorrow. So I'm teaching, I think, two teenagers and an adult male, and possibly a very elderly male to do some wood turning. It's going to be awfully crowded in my workshop with 5 of us, but hey, we'll manage. But anyway, that's my problem. So see you all soon. See you next Tuesday, if not before. And thank you very much for coming.
Thank you all. I'll catch up with you in other people's lives.
Sorry, I should have put you up there, Keith. There we are. I have done now.
No, you haven't. Yes,
you have. No, yeah, I have. And I was meant to change mine to that. It's close. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you all.
Bye.